Alright guys, we're going to see how this works. Now, first of all, what we're doing today, we're going to work with inequalities. Now remember, the last couple days we've been working with equations. And remember what I said, anytime you solve for a variable, you have to do the opposite. Now, today the rules are not going to change. It's going to be the exact same thing that we've done. Also remember that I have asked you to be very, very careful with showing your work. And some of us have gotten a little bit sloppy, but it's something I've been pretty specific on. And today you'll see the reason why. Alright? So, we need to solve each inequality. Number one, it said p plus 7 is less than 9. Now, for right now, we're going to ignore the inequality sign, and we're going to treat it exactly as if it were an equation with an equal sign. So you're going to draw your line down through. Now, the opposite of plus 7 is going to be minus 7. So I'm going to subtract 7 from both sides. And I'm going to get p, and over here, 9 minus 7 is going to be 2. Now, the only thing that I have left to do is I need to write my sign. And I'm going to keep the sign the exact same. So this sign is less than. So down here, I need a less than sign. And my sign is, or my answer is p is less than 2. Over here, I have t plus 6 is greater than negative 3. So again, draw your line down through here. T plus 6, the opposite of plus 6 is minus 6. So I'm going to subtract 6 from both sides. And I will get t, my sign stays the same, is greater than. Negative 3 minus 6 is going to be negative 9. I'd like everybody to try number 7. On your whiteboards, try number 7. R minus 5 is less than or equal to 2. And if you get done with 7 early, you can try number 8 as well. Okay, number 7, you draw your line down through. Start on the side with the variable. The opposite of negative 5 is positive 5. So I'm going to add 5 to both sides. That cancels. Over here I have r, 2 plus 5 is 7, and I'm going to keep my sign the exact same. R is less than or equal to 7. Over here, number 8. A minus 6. The opposite of minus 6 is plus 6 to both sides. This will cancel, and I have A. Over here, 13 plus 6 is 19. And I've got A is less than 19. If I were to do number 9, same thing's going to happen. J minus 8. The opposite of minus 8 is plus 8 to both sides. So I have J. Negative 12 plus 8 is going to be negative 4. And keep your sign the same. J is less than or equal to negative 4. Now, remember how I have asked you to be very, very careful with how you show your work. This is why. Look at number 4. Draw a line down through. The thing that's different about number 4 is that this time the variable is on the right side. Steps are the exact same. We've solved equations like this. We know we just need to get rid of this. The opposite of minus 11, the opposite of negative 11 is positive 11. So I'm going to add 11 to both sides. And this will be 16 plus 11 is 27. K comes down here. Now, one thing. You must keep the 27 on this side for right now. The K must remain on this side for right now. And now our sign must remain the same. So we have 27 is greater than K. And let me erase this just so that you can see the sign a little bit better. 27 is greater than K. Now, there is one more thing that we need to do, because we do not want the K to be on the right side. So what we need to do, we need to flip the entire thing. Now watch very, very carefully how I do this. I'm going to flip the entire thing. So K comes over here, 27 comes over here. And right here in this middle, I need to flip the sign as well. So this is going to be k is less than 27. All right. One more like that. Number 10. Number 10. I've got negative 8 is greater than h minus 1. Start on the side with the variable. The opposite of minus 1 is plus 1. So I'm going to add 1 to both sides. Negative 8 plus 1 is negative 7. Your h has to stay on the same side, and your sign will stay the same. I'm going to erase this now so you can see the sign. We've got a greater than sign, so this needs to be greater than. Negative 7 is greater than h. Now, I need to flip this all around because I don't want my variable on this side, I want it on the other side. So, I'm going to have h and negative 7, and I'm going to flip this around. H is less than negative 7. Let's look at number 11. Now, we've had trouble with this. W minus negative 16. The opposite of minus negative is going to be plus positive. So I've got W plus 16. Get rid of this plus 16 by going minus 16 to both sides. 22 minus 16 is 6. Over here, I still got my W, and I'll erase this so that you can see the sign. 6 is greater than W. Now remember, I need to flip this around. So my W will come over here, my 6 will come over here, and I need to flip my sign as well. W is less than 6. So, you solve this exactly like you would an equation, except you keep the sign the exact same. So instead of a equal sign, you're going to have a less than, a greater than, or a less than or equal to sign in there. And then finally, if your variable is on the right side of the equation, then you need to flip the whole thing, including the sign.